Hello, my friends. It's so nice to see you. It is I, Christiana Gaudet, your tarot fairy godmother, and it is Friday. That means it's time for the Friday weekly wrap-up. So happy to see all of you here today. I especially appreciate our channel members. And I know some of you are channel members but aren't showing up that way. Karen Winkle and Yolanda are members of this channel but are logged in with different accounts. So thank you so much for your membership. We also see Smile Soul 20, Claire C., Vaughn Ray. Happy to see, and Kim Case, you're also a member, but again, logged in into a different account. So I'm happy to see all of you, our members, our subscribers, and those who might be here for the very first time. If you are not subscribed, please do. If you are subscribed, please do consider becoming a member of this channel. One way or the other, we are glad that you are here for the Friday Weekly Wrap-Up. I want to remind you that we are doing a free tarot class tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, comprehensive tarot spreads. Come spend an hour with us to learn about comprehensive tarot spreads, what they are, how to work with them, how to create them, what some of the most popular ones are. We're going to cover as much of that as we can in an hour. And if you can't make it, you can always watch it in archive. Remember, the playlist Live Tarot Webinars has the whole catalog of classes and meetups that we have done, and also links for what we got coming up. All right, you know what we're here to do. It is time for the Friday Weekly Wrap-Up. How was the week? Today I am working with my Smith-Waite Tarot. Comes in a little tin, my travel deck. It's a classic. Not, the most exciting deck because we all know it, but that's what makes it a classic, right? All right, so first of all, a card for the collective. How was the week for us all? Ace of Swords. An interesting week for learning truth, understanding truth, and speaking truth. Remember, we're like in the final week of Mercury retrograde, where truth is really important and where we tend to have a longing for things of the past. This energy helps us process the past maybe in a way that can be more helpful. So this is not to say that this has been the easiest or hardest week, but it is to say that it has been a week where we have had to face truth, understand truth, figure out truth, and speak truth. And we have a new member, Makeup and Fashion Insomnia. Welcome to our membership. You have joined at the ACE level, and we really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I also see Claire with an I here. We have both of our Claires, Claire C and Claire with an I. Happy to see you all here. All right, so we're going to do individual cards to wrap up the week. And this is a great study because a lot of times in tarot, there are positions in our comprehensive tarot spreads that we'll learn about tomorrow that include the past. How do we process the past with tarot? This is looking at the very immediate past with a single card and can be very, very interesting. Starting with Smile Soul 20. Thank you so much for being a member of this channel at the Sun level. Thank you so much for that. How was your week? The Devil, not the easiest week for you, my friend. Maybe you had a lot of work. Maybe you had some personal stuff going on. Maybe you weren't feeling your best. Maybe you were overthinking things. Maybe there were some difficulties at work. Not the easiest week, but you got through it. Be proud of getting through it. And the thing you have to do is don't let it get next to you. Brush your shoulders off, okay? Figure out what you can learn from it, how you can move forward, but don't get stuck there. Whatever has been upsetting, don't get stuck there. That's the important thing. Claire C., so happy to see you. Thank you for being a member of this channel. Glad that you are here. How was your week? Eight of Pentacles, getting some stuff done. maybe learning, maybe growing, maybe creating, but one way or the other, getting it done and moving forward. I feel like it was a good week for you. And thanks for being here. Moonlight Tarot, so happy to see you. Glad that you're here. How was your week? Six of Wands reversed. This may have been a bit of a tough week for you. I feel as though you may be feeling like things have not gone the way you wanted them to, and you're not quite sure how to process that. It makes you feel bad about yourself. It makes you wonder how other people are perceiving you. It's a difficult thing. Remember, you're in control of your story. You're in control of, in many ways, I mean, I know this sounds weird, but you're in control of how people see you. You act the way you want to be seen, and that's how people will see you, and that's how you show up as a winner. Von Ray, so nice to see you, and thank you so much for being a member of our channel. How was your week? Hey, Strength. You know, I really feel like you're starting to kick some butt. The past few times we've pulled cards for you, we are seeing a marked improvement. And this is no different. I don't know if you're perceiving it yet, if you're seeing it yet, but it feels like you are positioning yourself for things to be getting better. And so we see improvement. We see you taking care of what you have to take care of, handling what you have to handle. I hope you're feeling that. I hope you're experiencing that. Karen Winkle, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member of this channel. A wrap-up card for you. King of Pentacles reversed. There may still be some issues with health. There may be some stuff going on with work. There may be some stuff going on with your husband's work. I don't think it was like the worst week in the world, but I think it was a tough week, and I think you got a lot going on that you are going to need to solve. The thing is, you need to really look at priorities. What are the priorities? What are the things you can do something about? What are the things you can't do something about? And, you know, if you can't handle it right now, you can't handle it right now. If it's not a priority right now, it's not a priority right now. If there's nothing you can do about it, there's nothing you can do about it. Don't give those things space in your brain. Save the space in your brain for the things you can really do something about. Okay. Kim K, so nice to see you, and thanks for being a member of this channel. Glad that you're here. How was your week? Knight of Pentacles, you're moving forward, you're working hard, you're doing okay. Things may not be moving as quickly as you would like, but you are pretty solid right now. In all honesty, you are strong, you're on a good path. Other people see that you're strong. You are clear about your priorities and what you're pursuing. Good job. Samantha, so nice to see you. I hope that you're doing well. The Fool reversed. You know, I think you are making new strides, but it scares you. You're trying to do new things, but it scares you. And I think you have to look at the things you're afraid of and recognize this. The things you're afraid of are in no way, no how, as scary as things you've actually been through and survived. No scarier than things you've actually tolerated and survived. So the reality here is the things that you're afraid of are nothing. So face your fears and go do what you want and need to do for real. Christina, this is Christina R. So nice to see you. Glad that you're here. A card for you, the Hermit. You know, so the message is clear. It's all about school. It's all about your higher education. Whatever you have to do to facilitate that is the most important thing. That may not be easy, but that's what the focus is. I believe that you were thinking about that in this past week, and frankly, you're going to be thinking about that until you get your next degree. So just recognize this is your right path. It is your path of wisdom. It is your life path, and it will serve you and it will serve others. Okay, Kimmy R., thanks for being here. A card to wrap up the week for you. Seven of Wands, not the easiest week for you, but a week in which you stood strong, multitasked like a banshee, took care a lot of what you had to do, and tried to have good boundaries as well. Very, very well done. Even though, as I said, this may have been an exhausting week, I hope you can see all the ways in which you really prevailed, all the ways in which you did super well this week. I hope you can see that. Okay, Yolanda, nice to see you. Glad that you're here, and thanks for being a member of this channel, even though we can't see it the way you're logged in right now. 9 of Pentacles. So this week, this is a card that speaks to ancestry, and so it can talk about a return home, which I think you've done. But it also speaks to your own strength, to being secure in yourself, to knowing your strength, to knowing your ability. And that seems to be very, very important right now. Makeup and fashion, insomnia. Once again, thank you for becoming a member of our channel during this live reading session. A card to wrap up your week. 6 of Cups. I wonder if this week you visited with someone or made a return to a place you'd been before or planned a reunion, or maybe just spent some time going through old stuff or for some other reason in a place of remembrance. Whatever that is, it is, and that's a Mercury retrograde thing too, right? It's all about honoring the past, releasing what you have to release, learning what you have to learn, and appreciating that you are, in the most essential ways, the person you have always been. Perhaps you have grown, perhaps you have changed, but you are still you. And that's a good thing. And so I think there were some things this week that helped you kind of come to that understanding. Okay, Sandy S., so nice to see you. Glad you're here. A wrap-up card for you. 6 of Swords reversed. I wonder if there's a way you've been feeling stuck this week. It could be in a little way, it could be in a big way, but we're seeing a stuck energy here. And the way to get through this is perhaps to change the way you think. It is perhaps to find a new tool or a new technology to help you. It is perhaps a need to trust science, whether this is about dealing with doctors or dealing with some other kind of technology, to trust that that will indeed move you forward. Robin Renee, so nice to see you. Glad that you're here. A card for you. You're the second person to get this card today. 8 of Pentacles. I think this week you worked really hard and got a lot done. I think you're learning. I think you're creative. I think you're producing. Can't imagine that any of that's easy, but it's necessary and you're doing it. So, very well done. Okay, Adriana, so nice to see you. A wrap-up card for you. Strength. You're the second person to get this card today. So this week, I think you did a very good job being compassionate. You did a very good job being in charge of what you have to be in charge of. You did a good job finding balance in your life. And yes, indeed, finding your strength. Well done. Santiago, so nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Queen of Swords. This week, you may have spent some time nurturing the truth, speaking the truth, writing the truth, figuring out what the truth is, communicating the truth, or figuring out what truth you have to communicate or how to do that. One way or the other, it's a good thing. Very well done. Nicole, so nice to see you. Glad that you are here. Here is a card to wrap up your week. 5 of Wands, man. Have you felt pulled in a lot of directions this week? It feels like you've got a lot going on. Some of it's creative, some of it's spiritual, some of it's about healing. Some of it may be about how you interact with others and your relationships with others. It may be hard to figure out what the priorities are, and you may be in conflict about some of that. But one way or the other, you are building something. Recognize what you're building and go forward with that. Sarah, so nice to see you. Sarah Jarman. A card to wrap up the week. Yes, indeed. Justice. This week, I think you did a good job finding balance, trying to treat others fairly. You may have had some dealings with officials, with courts of law, with contracts, learning the rules in some way or place. But I think that whatever happened, you did a good job doing the right thing. Hey, Claire with an I, thank you for being a member of this channel, and thanks so much for being here. Here is a card for you to wrap up your week. 9 of Wands, not an easy week for you. I think you're feeling a little beat up. I think you're feeling a little burdened, but you're hanging in there. You're doing what you have to do. You are staying strong. That is the most important thing. Being in that space of being strong, being patient where you have to be, being proactive where you have to be. You're getting where you need to go, I promise. Karen Hendershot, so nice to see you. Okay, Karen, here is your wrap-up card for the week. The Wheel of Fortune. So, the Wheel of Fortune can speak to the fact that, hey, sometimes you're up, sometimes you're not. The wheel is always spinning. If things are not going your way, don't worry. They will eventually. And if things are going your way, enjoy it, because time's going to come when they're no longer. But this overall seems like a positive card when speaking about your week. It feels like some good things happened for you, and there may be some good things here that you are actually able to take advantage of. So that feels really good. And I hope you can see that. I hope you can see the way in which fortune visited you this week. Angelic Michelle, so nice to see you. Thank you so much for being a member of this channel. Okay, Wendy Lindsay, thank you for being here. What we do on Fridays is a look at the week that has been. So I will not be answering your question today. If you join us tomorrow at 12:30 for the Saturday Psychic Sampler, I will be answering specific questions then. So a card to wrap up your week, Wendy Lindsay. How was your week? 10 of Cups. It feels like you may have had some great interactions with people that you care about. You may have had some nice times. You may have felt safe, secure. This is a good place from which to move yourself forward. It's important for you to remember that. And frankly, this card does sort of answer the question you asked. Just be yourself. Be the kind, loving, simple, and I don't mean simple stupid, I mean uncomplicated person that you are. Present yourself that way, and it'll work out well for you. Jackie Masters, so nice to see you. A wrap-up card for you. Hey, you got the 6 of Wands. There is something you're winning at. No matter how you feel like the week went, good, bad, or indifferent, there's something there that went really, really well. Where you moved forward, where you might have gotten some recognition, where you won at something. So figure out what that is. Very well done. Angelic Michelle, again, thank you for being a member of this channel. Here is a wrap-up card for you. The Moon reversed. I feel like you are such a psychic person. And I think this week you may have done some work with communication with spirit, psychic development. And I think there's this whole connection about how what you know to be true in the spiritual world is happening in the mundane world and how you move between those two worlds. I feel like that has been a thing this week. I mean, it's probably a thing for you all the time, but especially this week. The advice is just be present for it and recognize that you do, and it's good. Okay. All right. Robin Renee, I already got to you. You got this. The 8 of Pentacles. Working hard, taking care of what you got to take care of, doing a good job. Okay. Ivan Morris, nice to see you. Here is a card for you. Thank you for being a member of this channel. You get the 8 of Swords. I feel like there are some things going on that have been causing you some anxiety. I know you and I are going to have a conversation soon, so we may be talking about that. The thing is, this may have been a little bit of a difficult week, but you are in a strong position. You are in a good space, and you are fine and will be fine. Okay, and thank you all for the feedback. I don't always read it aloud, but I do always read it and appreciate it. Baby cakes. So nice to see you. Here's a card for you, the Magician. I think this week you have spent some time finding new solutions to old problems, figuring out new ways to do things, new ways to solve problems, things that you need to do and take care of. And I think you're learning and growing and figuring out how in charge of things you really can be. So well done. Style and Chica, nice to see you. How was your week? The Fool. I think you're really getting ready for a new way of doing things, new adventures, new possibilities, recognizing that even if your journey has been frustrating, it is your journey and therefore a good journey. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Chance Gassman, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Three of Cups. I think you had some fun this week. You might have gathered with friends, spent some time talking to people you care about, maybe done some creative stuff, and spend some time enjoying. And that's a good thing. If you could keep that going right through the weekend, that would be good. Cheryl Jefferson, nice to see you. Robin Renee, your amazing dissertation topic. Well, that would go right along with that Eight of Pentacles. Hey, Joanne Smith. Thank you so much for being a member of this channel. A card to wrap up this insane week. On Monday, we thought this might be an insane week for you. But you handled it with grace, with balance, with presence, with patience, with caution, and with creativity. You won. You absolutely won. Let's give you some applause. You did a really good job getting through a tough time, like the best way a person possibly could. So, you win. Okay, hey, Julie Barrett. So nice to see you. Glad that you are here. A card for you. Two of Pentacles reversed, man. You have been busy, busy, busy. This could be work, kids, home, all kinds of things, and not necessarily feeling grounded or supported the way that you would like to. I think this was a little bit of a difficult week, but you handled it. Just recognize self-care is going to become really, really important. You have to take care of you so you can take care of everyone and everything else. You know that. Hey, Jake5345, that's Robin. Thank you so much for being here, Robin. Really appreciate you. Two of Swords. This week, I think you worked on being at peace with the things you can't do anything about. I think you've got some decisions that you have to make, and you're kind of holding space for figuring that out. I think you are trying to be as balanced and okay as you can be under difficult circumstances. And you're doing a very, very good job. That's what you need to know. You need to know you're doing a good job, because sometimes you're doing a good job, you don't always know it. Okay, Rose Morris, thanks for being here. A card to wrap up your week. Ace of Pentacles, I wonder if this week you got a new job, got a raise, found some money, in some way, maybe even started a new diet or found a new way to take care of yourself. One way or the other, this talks of new grounding, new resources, new self-care, a new energy in your life that will be very beneficial to you. That is wonderful. Wonderful. Joanne, you did very, very well. Yes, you did. And it's funny, the foot, because like Temperance has that 1 foot in the water, 1 foot not. So, a foot issue was not unusual there. But you got a lot of other things done despite what you got going on there. So that's great. All right. From my perspective, I have answered every question I saw. If I accidentally missed you, I am so sorry. Please reiterate now. If you're here and have not asked for a card but want one, now is the time. This is final call. Tomorrow, 10:30 a.m., you can find the link for that already here on this channel. We are doing a 1-hour class on comprehensive tarot spreads. It's free and open to all. At 12:30, I don't have the link up for this yet, but look for it. At 12:30, I will be here with your Saturday Psychic Sampler. I want to thank you all so much for being here, for subscribing, for joining, for supporting the work we do here, and for being part of our community. I want to remind you I am available for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom, and right here in the Palm City office. So you can reach out. Go to my website, tarotbychristiana.com or christianagodet.com. All right, Robin Renee, a card for your niece. Is that Tana? Hey, we also got, I shuffled, but also the Ace of Pentacles. So it looks like this week, your niece did a very good job taking a step forward toward work, toward well-being, toward self-care, making a wise purchase, doing something that contributes to good living on the planet. Very well done. Friends, I want to thank you so much. I will look forward to seeing you all soon. Take care.